right, man. 97.1 The Ticket is reporting. Mike Valenti says that he got a reliable NBA source that says that now the Detroit Pistons are moving away from trading for Zach LaVine because of obviously the foot. They're moving away from that. So he out for the season, and now, they're turning their sights on Miles Bridges. Okay, we know Bridges' situation. If you don't, we've been talking about Miles Bridges for 2 years on this channel. A lot of Hornets, fans, got mad. We said he could be coming to Detroit in free agency, and then right before, a day or a couple of days before free agency, he got put in jail for dealing with his baby mama. Okay, I think he missed the next season. Then he was suspended for some games this season, so he came back this season, just dropped 40 points on the Lakers in the loss. Somebody was telling me that the Charlotte Hornets was losing games and laughing on the bench. Terry Rozier, I'm saying this for a reason, was saying that when the Heat lose, it's a different cultural shift than being in Charlotte, because you got traded from Charlotte to the Heat. He said when the Heat lose, they take it personal. I'm paraphrasing the series. When they're Hornets, they was just laughing and giggling. And so what Troy Weaver wants to do is take, and look here, I love Miles Bridges, right? He wants to take a guy from another losing young organization, okay? Another guy who ain't really a great shooter, a guy who had personal issues off the floor, which they had those issues within the organization, and that's why most people think they didn't go with Ime Udoka. All right, and you want to move a young guy closer to his crib. He from Flint. I mean, like I said before, I don't think that's what's best for him. Now, it's also rumors that Miles Bridges can go out there to Phoenix. And I'd rather him go to Phoenix and just hopefully, he keeps his life on track. It's hard to take a young kid in the NBA and put him near his home city. We seen what happened with Charles Rogers, we hear the stories. See, Derek Coleman was able to come back at the end of his career. He was more mature and play for Detroit. Chris Webber was able to come back at the end of his career. He was more mature and play in Detroit. Russell Wilson came back. Russell Westbrook came to LA. He was more mature, and everything you hear about him is just he's a really, really good guy. So, fun fact: when DeLon Wright got drafted in the league, he was at DeLon's Wright draft party at his crib. And my bad, Darrell Wright. DeLon played here, but he was at Darrell's Wright draft party, and obviously his brother, if I'm getting them mixed up, excuse me, with the one that was drafted by the Heat. So, check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist if I ain't said it already. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. In my opinion, bro, it's just time goes. Anytime you put pressure on somebody to make a move just to make it, it's not an organic process. Not Troy Weaver trying to, make something happen because there's reputation on the line. You know what I'm saying? This may be his last job in the NBA. How bad of a job he's done in Detroit. And like I said, all of it ain't his fault. He's, he ain't been able to pick his coach, and, he a little bit guard heavy. And, that's kind of where you see people talking about drafting for talent and drafting for need. At some point, you can't keep piling guards on top of guards. And not only has he drafted in consecutive years Killian, Cade, Ivy, and then, he drafted, some people see Ashur as a guard. I see him as a small forward. But they still drafted Sasser. So also picked up Monty Morris, picked up Joe Smith, kind of a wingish 2 or 3, Alec Burke, you know what I'm saying? So, but the way this team is constructed, so you're taking another losing player and putting him in another losing situation close to home, I just don't think it's a fit. Off the court or on the court, I think for him, go be part of Phoenix, go learn from some pros how to be a pro. That's my thing. Go learn from some pros how to be a pro. Go get as far away as Michigan you can. That'll be my thing. One of the things that vindicated him in this case was, which all guys should do, get some cameras, get a Ring doorbell, put some cameras around your crib, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these women will do things and play that role. So you ain't keeping cameras for sexual acts or nothing like that. No, I mean, if that's what she into, so be it. That's what y'all into. But you gotta protect yourself. Even if you gotta turn your phone recorder on and y'all about to have sex or whatever, you gotta record her consenting to you having sex. It's getting real. You gotta keep all those records. You gotta keep the text messages. You gotta keep the all that screenshots and all that type of stuff. So at the end of the day, it's just a lot of things. You see, Jonathan Majors, he was getting attacked and they still charged him. You know what I'm saying? So, you need as much evidence as you're dealing with, especially you dudes who got baby mamas and stuff of that nature. You gotta, keep track of what you buying. When she said you ain't bought nothing or done nothing, but he actually caught her being aggressive and being the aggressor. And women been hot crying wolf for years, man. Believe it or not, a lot of those situations between a man and a woman like he was in, like probably 80 or 90% of those situations are initiated by women. They started. They the first ones to cast the first blow, the first rock, the first verbal abuse, all that. No cap. That line tell you how they blame men for everything. So he caught her on in the act, and that kind of vindicated him a little bit. But that's somebody that you got to be connected with for a lifetime. Me personally, if I was in his position, I would never talk to her, deal with her, whatever. I'd give her the cash and be done with it. Man, even if I had to sever the relationship with the kid until the kid was of age, I wouldn't even fuck with it. My freedom, my bag, ain't nothing more worth more than that. Because when you can't provide as a man, ain't nobody gonna respect you. When a woman can't provide, everybody has some type of sympathy towards her. His situation is so prevalent today, and it's so everybody damn near got that situation. And and I hate to say this is why I advocate to a lot of the young brothers, don't have no kids, you know what I'm saying? Don't get married, you know what I'm saying? Protect your seed, man, and all y'all guys that's not getting none, and you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing. Go get yourself together. Go get your paper. Yeah, they call you nerdy, lame, you a virgin. Those are great things. Go get your degrees. Go get your bag up. Go start your business. Go invest your money. Go put in an index fund or whatever. Don't laugh now, man. Pat a pick of the litter later. Because it's all hypergamy with women. They always looking for the best, the better, and best option. They can have the best option. They want the better option, even if it don't exist. So make yourself the best option. You be able to pick and run through the women you want to run through. So you don't want to be in his position at all. And whenever you do, any married man will tell you this, man. Any man that dealt with a woman, that ain't never good enough. If I had to ask you the difference between, again, women gonna lie about this. You had to ask my honest opinion, being a good guy to women or being an asshole to women, I'd rather be the asshole. You got to give, how they say, you got to eat everything in moderation. Even if you eat 1 billion apples, you get fat. You got to give women kindness or be nice to them in moderation. And I would say, give a heavy dose of asshole, even if it's comedic or you're being funny kind of with it, but I don't see it being a good fit. There's too many things to overcome in the city of Detroit. Being close to Flint, coming from a losing situation, going to another losing situation. They need somebody, an integral part of a championship contender or a team that's been a winning part, that know how to win in this league. And they need quite a few of those guys, man. I think this thing is more closer to being blew up again and need to be rebuilt than getting it together. I watched them the other day, went down there and watched them play Orlando. And in my opinion, bro, some bonus talk, man, I think they need to move Cade Cunningham. I don't think he is. I hate to say it, you love the numbers, but it just, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I don't think he athletic enough. I don't think his ball handling good enough right now. I literally don't see him as a primary ball handler like right now. You know, I think he a really good small forward in this league. You know, maybe top 50 player in this league, but you know, I don't, maybe an all-star. I don't see it, bro. You know, the guys they got out there, you know, Ivy flash it, and then, you know, K to hold the ball, and then Ivy will never see it again, or, you know, he deferred too much to K. You know, Jalen Duren, he ain't progressing. They don't have anything they don't have anything right now that I see that's worth it, bro. That's worth saying, oh, this is not tradable. Only pieces, and y'all gonna call me crazy, only pieces that I wouldn't move is Assure and Marcus Sasser. That's it. Assure and Sasser are the only guys I wouldn't consider moving. The rest of them dudes right now, Duren can't stay healthy. He defensively is just lazy. Cade ain't as, you know, I don't know, man. He can't stay healthy. He ain't as good as you think he is. And Ivy deferred too much to Cade, so you just don't know. And Ivy still ain't learned how to protect the ball while attacking the rack. He keep the ball here. When you attack the rack, keep the ball here. So if they do, they have to reach across. If you hold the ball here while you going for a layup, guess what? That's like squaring up as a boxer. Why you think boxers stand like this and give you, you know, half the body? When he go to the rim, he carrying the ball, and you know, down here, no, carry the ball in the outside shoulder. So if they have to reach across you to get the ball, you gonna foul. And then when you lay up, a lot of these guys laying up like this. I was taught when you lay up like this and they foul you, it's harder to get the and one. So you go to the rim, you lay up like this. So when they foul you, you got a better chance of finishing the basketball. There's so many fundamental things that you watch in the NBA today, and it's a bad product. These guys are not skilled. They're physically talented, but they lack skill. So, but that's just my 2 piece on it, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notification. We go live and drop video. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on Spotify, Instagram, X, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.